Welcome to Hamilton County Television's Business Ambassadors. I'm Christian Tombers, owner of Charlie Tango Productions. ThinkSales101.com is my website, and today my guest is Laura Hiner from Naturally Restored Holistic Health. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I help people who are stuck, who are hurting or depressed, who have no energy. I help them to change their lives for good.
Okay, when you say stuck, is that like stuck in mud or in snow, or stuck in what way?
Stuck in not moving forward in their lives, or being overwhelmed by anxiety or past memories.
Okay, and the technique that you use, I understand it's EPT. There's so many initials out there. What does EPT stand for?
That stands for Emotional Polarity Technique. And I was trained by Dr. Annette Cargioli.
And what does emotional polarity technique do?
Well, for over 70 years, we relied on drugs and talk therapy for emotional stress. It's time for more compassionate, imaginative initiatives in emotional health care. So EPT is a completely new idea. Unlike medications and talk therapy, EPT is a process that quickly finds the unresolved emotional pain from the past and releases it from your body through targeted forgiveness statements and magnetic therapy.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, you help people discover things that maybe they suppressed, that something happened in the past that's keeping them from moving forward today?
Yes. The results is immediate relaxation, more happiness, clarity of mind. If you have chronic pain or depression, chances are there's something you can forgive that will make it better. So forgiveness is the key. And simply put, forgiveness releases you from where you're stuck so you can immediately feel better and enjoy life more.
Okay, so when you have a session, how long are the sessions, and physically what it is that you do? Let's say I came in to have a session with you. How much time would we spend together? Are we just talking? Are you touching me? Are you using devices on me?
I use a muscle testing technique to find what you need to forgive and what you need balanced. And you don't have to tell me your whole life story. Through muscle testing, I find what you need. I may place a magnet somewhere on your body for just a few seconds. It's like searching Google. A person has a problem in their life or their body, if it's physical, and as they focus on the problem, sort of bring it up on their personal mind computer screen, the practitioner will find the root memory where this emotional state was formed. And the body reaction to the memory is fixed. And then you're coached through specific forgiveness statements to enable deep, meaningful, and permanent relief.
Okay, so in the sessions themselves, how long do they run? Is it like?
About an hour, but how long it takes is we recommend 7 sessions
Okay.
to get optimal results.
All right. And how's EPT? You kind of explained a little bit. I just want a little more. How's it different from seeing a psychiatrist or psychologist or taking drugs? You don't prescribe any drugs or medication, do you?
No. It's an appointment with a practitioner, and there's a 4-step process. You focus on the problem, we find the root memory, we fix the root memory or your body's reaction, and then transform at every level through forgiveness.
Now, you used the word forgiveness several times. What if something in my past was so traumatic for me that there's no way I'm going to forgive that person? What if that just doesn't work? Can you still get through to me?
Yes, forgiveness doesn't excuse the other person. It sets you free from carrying a burden, and often we need to forgive ourselves. Forgiveness enables deep, meaningful, and permanent relief. In fact, forgiveness has been studied and scientifically proven to reduce or eliminate emotional and physical pain. And it's also been shown to increase one's ability to feel and be happy and optimism. And prestigious hospitals like Johns Hopkins and the Mayo Clinic have started to incorporate forgiveness into their program. So interestingly, there is a moment of forgiveness. And in this moment, pain and burden are immediately gone. It's that moment when you just decide, give it up, let it go. And your perception of yourself and others is changed. So most people have experienced the power of forgiveness in their own lives. So it's that moment when you let it go. And EPT is designed to get you faster and more often to that moment.
Sounds to me like you kind of get through to me to have me stop taking poison to hurt somebody else who isn't even thinking about me.
Yes, that's a good comparison.
Because a lot of people do that. They'll
Yeah.
beat themselves up because of something that happened in the past or make somebody else feel bad, and they don't even know that you're doing it. It's
Yes.
just hurting yourself.
Yes.
Now, the results, you said they're immediate. So once I complete a session with you, you said you recommend 7 one-hour sessions. Do I get results on the first session, or does it take all 7 sessions to get results, or some of the results maybe lingering?
On the first session, most people find immediate relief on some level. They are usually have an immediate relaxation and freedom on some level.
Okay. Why have we not heard about this before?
Well, it's a completely new process that was developed by Dr. Annette Cargioli, a chiropractor in Fishers, Indiana.
So you got a book of hers here?
Yes, and you can learn more from this book.
Okay.
You can order on Amazon, through Amazon.com, The Forgiveness Doctor, and that's Annette Cargioli. And it's EPT, create phenomenal health, happiness, and new life with energy, intuition, and forgiveness.
And she's local, you said, from Carmel?
Fishers.
Fishers, okay, so it's a local person that developed this program?
Yes.
So it's fairly new. When you say new, is it like a couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of years?
About 25 years.
Oh, 25 years, okay,
Yeah.
that's quite a period of time.
Well, for over 70 years, we've relied on drugs and psychiatric talk therapy. So 25 years is relatively new.
So why hadn't doctors told me about this yet? I think we all know the answer, right? Follow the money?
I think so.
They'd rather sell us
Because
the drugs.
a lot of doctors and nurses are making appointments to experience EPT.
And to become an EPT practitioner, am I using the right words?
Yes.
Does it require any special skill or training, or how did you learn to become an EPT practitioner yourself?
Dr. Cargioli has classes or workshops, and there are many hours. It's like a college course to become a certified practitioner, but you can learn the skill and use it even if you're not certified after the first class, which is a weekend,
Okay.
2 days, 16 hours.
So somebody using the technique, being certified or not certified, really can't harm anybody. You're just having conversation, use magnetic
Right.
therapy.
Right. And the more hours you spend in class and workshops, the more experience you get. And you get more experienced in working faster, and you learn more often what each person needs as far as forgiveness.
Okay. Do you have any examples of clients, without mentioning names for privacy,
Right.
where you can give an example of how it made a difference in their lives?
Yes. I have one client. I had a client who was having panic attacks at night. She couldn't sleep. She was afraid someone was going to break into her house. So by using the process, the EPT process, which is focus, find it, fix it, and forgive it, she is no longer having panic attacks, and she can sleep through the night. I had another client who wanted to find a new job, to lose weight, and find a boyfriend, a love interest. So after several EPT sessions, she felt freer. But what this does is it frees you from particular burdens so that she was able to focus more on her habits, her eating plan, her self-care, and she had time to focus on getting a new job. So she did get a new job. She lost a lot of weight, and she did find a new boyfriend.
Wow, okay. Too late for me then. What about age restrictions? Is it good for any particular age range?
Everyone can benefit, adults and children who are having emotional health issues or depression or physical pain that's not being affected by traditional therapy and medical care.
Okay. And why forgiveness? Is it because of something that happened in the past, or is it, you just keep saying forgiveness, seems to be forgiveness is the underlying theme in the process.
And as I said, forgiveness has been studied and scientifically proven to enable deep, meaningful healing. The problem is we don't know how to forgive, and because some people will say, I just can't forgive mom, or I just can't forgive that person. So we help you and walk you through a forgiveness process to reassess your viewpoint of the situation. And it's not letting that person go as though they aren't to blame, but it's in a way giving the burden back to the person who wronged you, and mentally and emotionally allowing them to carry the burden of what they did, so that you're no longer held captive by that.
Does it matter if the person that I'm forgiving is still alive or not alive? Could it be somebody who's already passed?
Yes, it can be, because you're still unburdening yourself, and you're saying things that you needed to be, or you're having thoughts and beliefs now in the new frame of mind that you needed to do while that person was still alive.
Okay. So in layman's terms, it sounds like the opposite of forgiveness is holding a grudge.
Right.
And you're reframing somebody's thinking, their mental positive statements, their self-talk, helping reframe that and get rid of that. Is that correct? And
we often don't know what we need to forgive. We just have our current problem.
Okay.
And so the practitioner helps find the root memory of when something happened to cause you to feel this way. So when something happens currently, our conscience feels, oh, I know how to react when this happens. I hold a grudge, or I'm angry, or I feel vulnerable. So we walk you through what you need to forgive, because we don't know what we need to forgive.
So we may not even be aware that we're doing things in our lives now based on something happened in the past, and you help uncover that so that we can reframe and move forward.
Yes, and we as practitioners don't tell you what it is, in that we will bring up what happened, that something happened at a particular time in your life, and then the client usually remembers what happened. But even if you don't remember, we can still help you with magnetic therapy and forgiveness statements.
Okay. Well, I personally did have a session with Laura a while ago, and she told me during the session that there was something at a certain age that went down in my life, and I said, I can't remember anything bad happening back then. And it wasn't like till 2 weeks later, all of a sudden it's like, pow, oh, that's what it was. So it did show up later. And in fact, I just got goosebumps talking about it because it brought it up again.
Great.
So that allows me to be aware of that situation that may cause me to not move forward in certain areas because of this. Sometimes I call it a tape that's running in the back of our mind, or that self-talk.
EPT raises your awareness. So, yes.
So awareness in all different areas of life, in health and relationships, and in eating, in business and life, everything. Okay, very good. Excellent. Laura, how do we get in touch with you?
I see clients at the Cargioli Center in Fishers.
Okay.
And I also do phone, Skype, or email consultations.
Okay.
I offer a free 15-minute phone consultation so people can see how EPT would work for them.
Excellent. And your website is on our screen here at the bottom of the screen, and the phone number that you can be reached at, 317-919-3191.
Yes.
And I want to thank you, Laura, for being my guest today. Very interesting, and I encourage people to check it out because I know a lot of people that have used Laura's services from Naturally Restored. And we're coming to you from the studio at the Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville, conveniently located on South 10th Street. I'm Christian Tombers, owner of Charlie Tinga Productions, ThinkSales101.com. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Laura.